The Commonwealth call Mila Adams the stand.
Mila Adams. Ow. Where's she at? I thought they was about to clap. Oh, okay. Hey, she kind of thick. A little greasy in the face, but
Right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
yes. Very modestly dressed.
May I inquire?
You may.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Jamila, Jamila, Adams, Adams.
And do you normally go by Jamila or?
I go by Mila.
Mila, okay. And what do you do for a living?
I am a professional chef. I have been working in the industry for 13 years.
So you're a professional chef. Do you work in kitchens and?
I work privately for athletes, prominent figures, and wealthy families.
So you're a private. Is there a difference between a private chef and personal chef? Are those the same things, or?
It's pretty much the same thing.
One is nasty. No, I don't know if it's nasty. I'm sorry. They said it was nasty though. They said she was nasty.
And how long did you say you've been a private chef?
13 years.
13 years. And what sort of training did you take to become a chef?
I went to school for clinical psychology, so I have a degree in psychology.
Man, she know how to work your mind. Yeah, make you think this food is good with that ass. I'm. Let me stop. I'm sorry. Leave all women.
But I followed my passion in cooking because I grew up in the South and we cook. So I did some training in France and also Italy.
You ain't. No, she didn't. She means she cooked one time in France and she cooked in Italy before. All right, she might have went to a school. I don't know. They're going to ask her for real.
And kind of very generally, what does a private chef do?
We
cook privately.
Provide daily meals for our clients. So that would be breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. It's typically a live-in situation. So readily available to them, kind of like 24 hours a day. So I would say it's based on clients' needs. So
I bet.
And,
each client would, whatever your health goals were or health issues were, I will help you get better.
So you mentioned a little bit of what kind of clientele have you worked for?
Athletes, entertainers.
Right.
And without naming names, what kind of athletes or entertainers do you mean?
Good
Singers.
Ones that gets rich, the rich kind. You can pay me the maximum amount. I mean, to be a private chef, you got to pretty much work for wealthy people. Follow your passion.
Football players, basketball players, baseball players.
And are these professionals?
Very professional.
How much do you make in that job?
The paper.
It ranges, depending on the needs they need from me. If it's a full-time live-in, it can range from anywhere $5,300 a week to $10,000.
Nice.
Turning your attention now to a Mr. Stefon Diggs. Do you know Mr. Stefon Diggs?
Yes.
And how do you know him?
Yeah, how do you know this nigga?
I've known Stefon Diggs for over 4.5 years.
And how'd you meet him?
We met in December 22 through an Instagram message. He first wanted me to cook for him.
And
right. He wanted you to cook. He's like, you look like you can cook. What's her IG look like? Should I go to her IG? I think I should go to her IG. So I can't find her actual IG right now.
Do you see him in the courtroom today?
Yes.
And could you identify him through? I see you're pointing at someone, but can you describe him just because we have to have everything on the record? You describe him either by clothing he's wearing or hairstyle, anything like that?
A blue shirt and blue tie and blue suit.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that this witness is identified the defendant as Mr. Stefon Diggs?
It will reflect the identification of the defendant.
Thank you. Over those 4 or so years, how would you characterize your relationship with Mr. Diggs?
I would say it's complicated. We had it started out as friends. We met. It started out as friends, became sexual.
I thought he wanted to cook. I thought it started out as cooking. I thought it started out as with dinner. Healthy meals and recovery and all that. What happened to the skills of psychology? Friends.
We met. We had it started out as friends. We met. It started out as friends, became sexual, and we would meet up, hang out.
You slided in. Pink cocaine, all that, you know? Some of that pink. You know what I'm saying? Pink on the pink. You know what it was. Stop rocking in your seat.
Sexual. And we would meet up, hang out, and we decided I would come work for him like February of 2025.
So you said February 2025, you and he talked about you working for him?
Yes.
And that's as a private chef?
Yes.
So y'all was doing it already for a while. He was like, hey, yeah, you can cook for me. Something ain't play out with the other living situation. He's like, we already doing it. Why don't you just come and live with me and chef for me? And I still do it to you sometimes, but you know.
What were
sounds
the
like it'll
sort
work
of
out.
terms of your employment? Like were you going to be living with him?
Yes.
And how many meals or what was it like working for him?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, it is.
What was it like
So,
working?
as far as your employment goes, what were your duties working as a Mr. Diggs private chef?
My duties were to make all his meals, his snacks, basically get him healthy. That was the start of our initially hiring me. He was coming back. It was his comeback year. And I wanted to help him get healthy, you know, to eat better too.
So, how does it?
She sounds like she about to cry already. It's not that part yet. Don't start crying now. Wait a minute. Crying about him eating better?
Initially hired me. He was coming back. It was his comeback year. And I wanted to help him get healthy, you know, to eat better too.
So, how does it? Do you create a menu? Does he just tell you what he wants? Do you?
I'm skilled with recovery, so I knew what it would take to get him, you know, help him get healthy and stay healthy. To help him change his diet. So it was more so like diet change would be the focus, and just overall help.
And did you would you cook just for him or for other people as well?
Did you cook for Cardi B too and all her kids? That's what he asking you. And did you like it? Did you smile or did you roll your eyes and start some shit? Go back to your room. Make them sweet potatoes.
Yes, I will cook for whoever was in the house.
And I know you mentioned earlier your breakfast. Is that the sort of standard? Was it every day breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then?
Yes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks.
And how much did you get paid for this?
We agreed on $2,000 a week.
That's much less than she said before. Didn't she say between $5,400 and $10,000? But then you get a dick discount too, because he was sliding in and out of her. So he's like, so she gave him a dick discount. Okay. Down to $2,000. Okay. Shout out to Stefon Diggs, delivered $2,500 worth of dick.
And how did you get paid?
And do it.
Finance office would pay me.
So you said that you, while this was staying in the house, in his house, right?
Yes.
Where was this house?
7 Schoolmasters Lane,
In what town?
Dedham.
And could you describe this house? What was it? It was a single family home?
You mean by that?
What was it? Was it a
Was it a single family home? Or was it an apartment? Was it a row house? Was it a mansion?
apartment? Was it
Oh, it was a single family home's house.
And how many floors was it?
Basement, middle floor, a landing, and then top floor. So 3 floors.
And so, where was the kitchen?
The kitchen was downstairs on the floor you come into the house on.
How about
The
the
first
kitchen?
floor. Call it.
And that's where you did your chefing, cooking, baking. I don't know.
Yes, where I did my cooking.
Yes.
Yes,
And where did you stay in that house?
I stayed on the top floor.
Oh.
And where was it in the house?
It was up the landing, all the way to the back, and it was over the kitchen.
And was this a single bedroom that you had? Was it a suite? What was it?
A single bedroom with a full bathroom.
With a full bathroom. Was the bathroom off of the bedroom?
And sweet.
Bedroom, and then you walk back into the bathroom.
So
It was in my room.
All sweet.
Okay, so the entrance to the bathroom wasn't in the hallway; it was in the bedroom.
Yes.
Okay. And where was Mr. Diggs? Or where was his bedroom?
Up the first landing.
Okay, so you said that there was the floor you come in on, a landing, and then
Mr. Diggs' room.
Mr. Diggs was on the landing?
Yes.
Okay. How long were you there in that house?
From July 2025, July 20th, 21st, I can't remember the exact date right now, to December the 15th.
Not that long.
And during that time,
Time of the year.
who was at the house with you?
Mr. Diggs, his friends.
Did he have other staff that lived there, or was it just?
No, I was just living there. He had friends that basically lived there.
Okay. And while you were living there, was it a kind of regular schedule or thing? How did that work?
Yes, he gets a different schedule by the week, but it would change by the day sometimes. Sometimes he would have to go in later or earlier. So I will often ask at night what time you have to be at work, so I can have breakfast prepared for him to take to work.
Turning your attention now to November. Around November, did any sort of friction occur between members of his staff?
Yes.
And what was that?
I would friction. Say that again. Friction.
Was there any sort of?
All right, take it easy, lady, with the friction. All right, that was just the beginning of the full testimony of that was the beginning of the full testimony of Stefon Diggs' accuser and former personal chef Mila Adams on trial day one. I can give you guys a little bit of a rundown on it. They did one on law and crime trials, and she made some powerful accusation on Mr. Diggs.
The date of December 2nd.
Yes.
Were you still employed by Mr. Diggs at this time?
Yes.
And where were you on December 2nd?
I was in the house. 7 Schoolmasters.
Gotcha. And that day, what were you doing that day?
I woke up in the morning, prepared breakfast. Mr. Diggs came downstairs. He asked me what was I doing for the week. And I asked him, oh, so you weren't going to tell me that I wasn't able to come to Art Basel? And he explained why, and it was because of the situation with me and the other coworker, Lindsay Bolin. And I was upset with him, not upset at the fact I couldn't go to Art Basel. Me and him have a relationship for over 4.5 years. He could have told me weeks ahead of time, because me and his girlfriend, Cardi B, we were talking about having like outfits and stuff. It was like a whole thing being planned, and he just waited till the last day. So I was more upset with him.
So does she know? We find out Cardi B jumped in the harem. Yeah. She don't cook, she don't clean.
Him not letting me know I wasn't gonna come like at an earlier time.
And at some point during this day, were you alone in your bedroom?
Yes.
And do you know around when this was?
It was in the, like around 3 afternoon, 3-ish.
When you're in your bedroom by yourself, what, if anything, were you doing?
I was sitting on the bed, laying across the bed. I had my laptop, reading a cookbook, actually.
And
working on her craft. She had a cookbook over here and the Bible over here. Just having a good evening, laying on her belly, just chilling.
were you communicating with any people at this point?
I received a text from Anna, was one of his friends.
Did you receive any text or send any text to Mr. Diggs?
No, the morning text. That was in the morning. We had went back and forth.
So you had some previous texts in the morning?
Yes.
So you're in the bedroom. What happens next?
I was in the bedroom. Mr. Diggs came into my room. I was laying across the bed. He came into my room.
When you were in the bedroom, was the door closed?
Yes, the door was closed.
So when he came in, did he open the door?
Yes, he opened the door.
Did he leave it open after him?
No, he closed the door behind him.
And you said you were on the bed?
Yes, I was laying across the bed.
About how far away were you from the door?
About 4 or 5 feet, something like that.
So he comes in, closes the door behind him. What happens next?
He asked me to come here. He walked across the room and like leaned back on the dresser.
Okay, and just to give a kind of a sense, where's the dresser in the room in relation to like the door and?
Across the room, alongside the bathroom door.
Okay, so about how far away from the front door is the dresser?
Or 8 feet. I don't know them. No. A nice amount of feet.
Okay, so some amount of distance from it. You said he leans against the dresser?
Yes.
Are you still on the bed at this point?
I'm still in bed at this point.
What happens?
He comes in, he looks very angry. He was upset from the text exchange we were having. And in that text exchange, he was calling me bitches, and he was just very upset.
But what happened in that room?
He came in and he with intent to hurt me.
No. What? Not his intent or anything. What actually happened?
He was leaning against the dresser. He asked me to get up to come here. I got up off the bed and I came across to him and I stood in front of him, like I stood on the side of him because he was leaning back. I stood on the side of him and he was like, "What was all that shit you was talking?"
And then what happened?
And I was beginning to say, "You said," and I couldn't finish my statement, and he smacked me.
So when you say he smacked you,
He smacked me with an open hand.
do you know which hand he used?
Right hand, right side of my face.
Do you know which part of your face got hit?
The right side of my face.
And I know you're putting your hand against your cheek. Is it your cheek that got
It
struck?
was my cheek that got hit.
About how far away from you were you from him when that happened?
I was at the end of the dresser.
And where was he?
He was on the, like in front of me on the other side of the dresser.
So about how much space was in between you?
Maybe 3 feet, 4 feet.
So you said that he smacked you. I want to use the word. Did you say smack or slap? I don't know what the word was.
Smack.
So he smacked you,
Yeah.
and then what happened?
I went to try to like block him, like push him like this, like stop.
So again, I see you're pushing your hands out.
I pushed up. He's way taller than me. I pushed up for him.
How tall are you?
4'11", 5 feet.
And how tall is he? Do you know?
6 feet, 6'1".
So you said you pushed out and you made a motion with your hands. So does that mean you pushed with your hands
Yes.
around what, like his stomach, his chest, his shoulders?
up to block his hands.
Okay. And then what happened?
And then he
Panels woodworkers. They zeroing in too. I'm not discrediting this lady. I don't know if what she says is true, nor am I passing judgment. I'm just saying the cameraman is good. Right there. All right, let's see. How many seconds it take to switch?
and then he Can I have a second? Can I have a second?
Yes, you can.
Right. When I went up to push his hand, like block him, like block him, he took his arm and he like came around my neck with the grip of his elbow around my neck, and he began to choke me, pressure on my neck with his elbow.
So you said you pushed against him, and then he put his arm around your neck.
Yes,
Do you know? Were you facing away from him?
I was facing him.
You were facing him. He put his arm around your neck.
Yes, he like spun me around.
He spun you around.
You know, like he. I will have to show you more so than I can describe it.
Describe it as best you can.
I was standing in front of him. When he slapped me, I went to like try to hit him back like this.
And he used
And
He used that NFL footwork to spin you around.
it was like he tackled me, like got me to try to keep from pushing him or protecting myself. And he put his arm around my neck like this, and he was choking me.
So you ended up in a position where his like forearm or bicep was around your neck.
Yes.
And you said
Her body language is saying, please believe me. I don't know if that indicates a lie or not.
he choked you. What exactly did he put pressure on your neck?
Yes, he put pressure on me.
And were you able to breathe?
At first, and it kept getting tighter, tighter.
So were you able to breathe?
No,
About how long were you in this position?
I would say roughly I can't recall the amount of time. I just know it went from the edge where we were in front of the dresser to the side of the bed.
Was it a
him
quick choke?
falling on
Was it a quick choke or a long choke? You know what I mean? Were you blacking out? Was it a light choking? Like how strong of a choke are we talking?
top of me on the bed.
So about how far of a distance is that?
About maybe 4 or 5 feet, something like that, 5, 6 feet.
At some point, did he let you go?
Yeah, he let me go. When we got to the side of the bed, I was pushing back. I started to do a move that I saw off of social media. He said to me, that shit is not gonna work.
So you say you tried to do
There
a
was a
move.
defensive move where you try to put your hands underneath the person that's trying to choke you. It's like something I saw on a woman defensive page or something. And he said that
She tried to do a little karate on him. He's like, you think this is my first choking?
shit you see on Instagram is not gonna work. And that's when he got tighter.
I choke people for a living. I'm an NFL player. Actually, he's a receiver, but he get choked. Forget it.
Like the more I was trying to put his hand, he got tighter.
And then what happened?
And then I was pushing back. And then he like fell down on top of me on the bed because I was on the side of the bed. And it was like, he was like letting me, like, I guess he was about to let me go. But as he was getting up, he like pulled my hair. And he was like, yeah, I thought so.
And then what happened?
He got up off of me, off the bed behind me, and he walked around the bed. I told him I still haven't got paid. He said lies, and he was like, so what are you doing?
Seemed odd. Fresh off of choking. He's like, I still haven't got paid. Lies. I believe women.
Behind me, and he walked around the bed. I told him I still haven't got paid. He said lies, and he was like, so what are you doing? So what are you doing for the week? And I was like, I'm staying here. He said, I don't want anyone in my house. I don't want anyone here. I was like, okay, so who's going to get my ticket? He said, who always gets your ticket? And that's it. He walked out of the room.
Don't you live there?
So from the moment he entered the room to the moment he left, about how much time went by?
My last text to Anna was probably like 3:30 something. I text Sunny at 4:11, so it was between that time because I didn't have plans. I didn't have money to go anywhere to travel, I know.
I know, but just the question
She was giving that dick discount down to that 2,600.
about how long time.
It was just in between that time. I can't say exact, but I know it's before 4:11.
So is that 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes?
He was in the room probably maybe 10 minutes, 15. I'm not sure.
When he left the room, what happened next?
I looked down at my pants. I had peed my pants, and I had just came off my cycle, and I was bleeding really bad again. I guess 'cause
I find it odd she would use all those details, but other things like how long did he choke you was a little bit off. I don't know if this is woman scorn. Let me just say this first. I'd hate to discredit someone who is truly a victim. But as much as I want a victim to get justice, I also want justice served to the person who would lie.
and
What happened next?
I looked down at my pants. I had peed my pants, and I had just came off my cycle, and I was bleeding really bad again. I guess because I was so scared, I changed my pants and I cleaned up myself, and I came back in the room, and that's when I text Sunny to get my flight.
And where was that flight to?
Atlanta.
At some point, did you exit your? When you said you went to your bathroom, was that the bathroom that's connected to the bedroom, right?
Yes.
At some point, did you leave out your bedroom again?
I didn't leave out my bedroom till later in the afternoon.
But so.
Not the fake shake. I used to know a girl who would do a fake shake on you whenever she was mad, or she wants you to go nowhere, or she fake shake and just act like she was breaking down.
At some point later on.
I'm not saying that this is a fake shake. I'm just saying there's a rhythm to the fake shake, and I've seen this rhythm before. That's all I'm saying.
You did. Do you know about how long you stayed there?
In my bedroom?
Is she talking into the little
mic? Wow, because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do.
So at some point, though, that later on that day, you exited out of the bedroom?
Yes.
And what did you do next?
When I exited out of the bedroom? While I was in my bedroom, I was packing my clothes to leave. I called another coworker, I would call her, and I just asked her, like, what she was doing, and she was like, I told her I wasn't able to go to Art Basel, and that I was going home, and she was like, oh, you should come here.
And that's what it sounds like it's really about. Art Basel is like this big art convention in Miami, and it's really bougie and all that. It sounded like she couldn't go to Art Basel. Cardi B was, and now she's a little bit upset. Let's say, allegedly. I don't know. This is what's happening now. I hate to victim shame.
And I just asked her, like, you know, what she was doing, and she was like, I told her I wasn't able to go to Art Basel, and that like I was going home, and she was like, oh, you should come here, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll come there.
When she said here, what does that mean?
New York City. So I then proceeded to change my flight to go to New York.
Okay. And when was that flight going to be?
I just know I landed at 10:49. It was a later flight in the
But it's that day?
It's that day, yes.
Did you see Mr. Diggs anytime after that happened that day?
Yes.
And what was that like?
He was getting a massage, and I was leaving out. By the time I saw him, I was handing over birthday gifts that I had got.
So when you said you were handing out birthday gifts, who were you handing out birthday gifts?
To him.
This is a gift that you had already purchased, or?
Yes, I normally give him a birthday gift every year.
When's his birthday?
November 28th.
Okay, so this was a little bit afterwards?
Yeah.
You handing out birthday gifts?
So at some point, did you leave this house?
Yes.
How did you leave to get to the airport?
A car, a Uber.
All right, and so an Uber came and picked you up and brought you to the airport?
Yes.
You went to New York, was it New York City or New York State?
New York City.
Also New York State, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And who did you meet up in New York City?
I met up with Shy Charles, and she picked me up from the airport, and we went to pick up her friend Talia, and then we went to her ex-husband's house to pick up something or to do something she had to do. We were there, we ordered wings and watched a movie, watched some videos.
And did you tell anyone here about what had happened to you?
No, I didn't tell anyone there because they have their own interpersonal sexual relationship, so I wouldn't have never told her anything.
Did you clean up the blood and all that you said you had going on? When did you clean that up? Just jump on the plane.
How long did you stay in New York?
I stayed in New York Tuesday to Tuesday, so 7 days the week.
And did you come back to Massachusetts?
Yes.
And did you come back to working for Mr. Diggs?
Yes.
Oh.
At some point, and I know this was a little bit before, maybe a little bit afterwards, but at some point were you talking to Mr. Diggs about money you felt he owed you?
It was past wages.
Okay.
Yes.
When did you first bring that up with him?
During the week of Art Basel. I want to say like maybe the 5th or 6th.
Of December?
Yes.
Okay. And so you felt that he owed you some money from wages that weren't paid? Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't paid for the time of the month. Like I had been paid for the weeks that I put in at that time.
Okay.
Nothing. You get to live up in the mansion. And all the pink cocaine you can sniff. All this Stefon Diggs. And all this pink cocaine.
And who did you talk to Mr. Diggs directly, or did you talk to his finance people? Who did you talk to about this?
It was a chain of command. Like I would talk to his assistant, but his assistant was under investigation for stealing watches and money. So I don't know if my things.
Sustain that portion of the answer will be stricken from the record, and the jurors will disregard it, give it no consideration to jury or deliberations. Please answer the question asked. Commonwealth, next question.
Thank you, Your Honor. At some point, did someone from Mr. Diggs bring up the non-disclosure agreement?
Yes, Mr. Diggs likes to abuse people and try to hide his abuse.
That objection is sustained. That portion of the witness's answer will be stricken, and the jurors will disregard it during the...
I'm not going to say the obvious as to why you would go back to work after your boss choked you in spent you around and all that other stuff. I'll let you guys do that.
Deliberations, you are to give it no consideration and do not give reason. Next question.
At some point, were you given some information about a non-disclosure agreement by someone who worked for Mr. Diggs?
Yes,
And when was this?
a couple days after the assault.
At some point, did you stop working for Mr. Diggs?
At what?
At some point, did you stop working for Mr. Diggs?
I didn't stop working for Mr. Diggs.
You still work for him now. This kills me. This is just like when Diddy ex-girlfriend, 50 Cent ex-baby mama, whatever, the lady Daphne Joy, I believe her name was, when she was standing on the trial, she was sitting there at trial and Diddy was currently paying her rent. Amazing. The lives these people lead.
To at what?
At some point, did you stop working for Mr. Diggs?
I didn't stop working for Mr. Diggs until my last day in the house. I would say it was the 16th. So yeah, some point.
So December 16th, okay. At some point, did you report any of this to the Dedham police?
Yes,
And when was that?
the Tuesday.
Do you know the actual day or just that it was a Tuesday?
I left on the 15th. I left his house on the 15th. I reported it on the 16th.
Okay, so... And, did you call the police? Did you go there in person? How did that happen?
I went there in person.
And, what happened when you got there?
I was begging for my pay with Mr. Diggs. Begging for days.
Objection, Your Honor.
And he refused to pay me.
Objection is sustained. That portion of the response will be stricken and jurors will not be considered in your deliberation. Answer the question asked, phrase the question again.
At some point, you arrived to the Dedham police station.
Yes.
Did you speak to an officer?
Yes, I did.
And did you tell the officer about what happened on December 2nd?
I was very hesitant at first because of his fame and power. So yes. But I
Objection,
did.
Your Honor. Move to strike. The objection is sustained. That comment by the witness will be stricken from the record, and the jurors are to disregard it and not consider it in your deliberation.
At some point, did you tell the officer about what happened on December 2nd?
Yes, I did.
And did at any point you provide to the Dedham police text messages?
Yes.
So, may I approach?
Yeah.
The text message said, "Now I'm gonna choke you again. If you do that, that's why I choked you." Like, what might the text messages say?
Your Honor, may I approach this witness?
Yeah.
Approaching of what was previously marked as Exhibit 1, I'm placing something in front of you. If you could take a look at that, and when you're done looking at that, look back up at me. Do you recognize what that is?
Yes.
What is that?
It's a text message exchange between me and Mr. Diggs.
And is this the text message exchange that you provided to the Dedham police?
Yes.
What did it say?
I deleted messages because making a report to the police in my previous abusive relationship, me...
Stay, Sam.
I'm telling you what.
Stop. That part of the answer is stricken from the record. The jurors will disregard it. Now, please answer the question that is put to you.
Okay.
And if you don't understand it, you can have it restated for you. Counsel at sidebar,
What the messages say? He got his hair braided for this?